going on, ladies and gentlemen? I am your hostess with the mostest, Sensei, and I am here with my good sis, per usual, Jay Nicole. We are back for another episode for Sports Senseis on a good Thursday. Coming to you live, bringing everything that you want to hear from the best people in the world that you want to hear from, because nobody does it like us. Sports Senseis is back in the house. But before we get started, Jay Nicole, my good sis, how are you doing on this lovely Thursday evening?
I'm doing great. Glad to be back with you. Glad to talk some sports. It was a NFL championship weekend. Some surprises, some different things, but yeah, I'm ready to get into it.
Yes, same as well. Hopefully our good sister, the truth, will be joining us a little bit later. But without further ado, let's go ahead and get it started so we don't get into some NFL. We have some championship weekends. We were trying to get to y'all last week, but schedules didn't align. But we are here now, so we're going to talk about the NFC and AFC Championship games and our future Super Bowl predictions. See what we feeling like. But let's start off with the game, the thriller of all thrillers, the Rams versus the Seahawks in the NFC Championship game. Jay Nicole, did you think that the Seahawks were going to pull it off, and what were your thoughts on the game?
Wow. Let me just first start off by saying I am not happy with the Super Bowl. The two teams that are in the Super Bowl. I'm disgusted, really. Honestly.
Let's talk about it.
What'd you say?
I said, let's talk about it. Let's
talk about it. I'm not with the Cinderella BS. I don't. Because I'm like, are you even gonna be in the playoffs next season? We don't know. You know what I mean? Like this group, random. Patriots had such an easy schedule. They had the third easiest schedule ever in the NFL. And like, you know what I mean? Like, what are we doing? What are we doing?
Okay.
I'm not with the shit. So I'm gonna say that.
Hey, you can say whatever you want at the Sports Senseis. But this our shit. We can say what we want.
But yeah, let's talk about the Rams and the Seahawks. So, you know, this game was hard for me, but it was the game, right? We wanted to see. I think the game that everybody was waiting for, right? Because it was hard for me because last time we were on our show, right? Our Bears, right? They were doing well. They faced it. They could have won that game. They had that game. So many different things. In the beginning, I know Ben was like, we gotta go for it on fourth every time because, you know, we know the Rams can put up points, but it's like, take the points, man, take the points. Yeah, and then, you know, last play, I mean, we overtime, Caleb, fade away.
It was so close.
Burns commit. Like, what? Crazy play to right to tie it up, send us into overtime, and whatever, you know, happened with DJ Moore. If he ran the wrong route, a couple people were saying he was gassed because he got hit a couple times crazy, so maybe he shouldn't have been in that play, you know, different things. But that was hard because once you beat my team, the team that beats my team is now my enemy, and the Bears are my home team, so I couldn't really. I felt like I couldn't ride with the Rams, right?
Okay.
But I feel like the Rams are always in it every season, right? They're a good team. Stafford's quarterback. Sean McVay's a great coach. You know what I mean? You've already been in 2 Super Bowls. Young coach, great offensive mind, right? So on the other end, I was like, y'all should win. I want y'all to win because y'all been in it. Y'all been consistent. That's what I like to see. All this fluky stuff. But man, now we could say what we want about the muff punt. And it's like, oh, you put him in field and the Seahawks went down and got a touchdown. Matthew Stafford had the ball in his hands. Okay, they went for it twice on down, and he didn't deliver. They could have took the lead and took it over. So
he did.
Some things went wrong, but like at the end of the day, ball was in his hand. They went for it twice on fourth down. He didn't deliver. That's it. It is what it is. And honestly, I felt like it was going to end up being the Patriots and the Seahawks. I was like, oh, we doing a rematch, right?
Oh man.
But instead of Russell Wilson and Tom Brady, we over here with Drake May, and Sam Darnold.
Let me
give Sam Darnold his flowers though, because I was not convinced. I'm like, oh, you moved to Seattle, you had a great regular season, but I saw you melt down last year with the Vikings in the playoffs. I saw you melt down, not ready for the moment, whatever, right? And for him to, you know, come to it and step to the moment and step to the plate, because let's talk about the 2018 draft class. You tell me Sam Darnold is going to a Super Bowl before Josh Allen and before Lamar? What? I said, you lying. Hey, never gonna happen. Never. But here we are.
Here we are.
hey, Sam Darnold, I mean, there was jokes at your expense. We're talking about, players that were doing good this year. Like, they're having a Sam Darnold year where it's just a good season. I mean, a good regular season, and then they come up with it. But hey, at the end of the day, he's taking his team to the chip, and so all I can say is much respect. I'm still like, where are you gonna be next year though? Because y'all didn't even sniff the playoffs again. Cinderella stuff, but okay.
Yeah.
You're doing it now.
I mean, I hear you, but I mean, you got to give Sam Darnold his credit. Like either way it goes, make it to the Super Bowl is not an easy task. I don't care who you got to play against; these are still professional football players that you got to get through. We know the Patriots have an easy schedule; they've had an easy schedule, so I'm not really surprised about their roads. And I mean, everything that could go right in their favor has literally gone right all year. But for the Seahawks, I mean, they have an incredible defense. Like it's truly hard to score against that defense. So you got to give the Rams credit for that because they were able to put up points. I really feel for Devontae Adams. Like seeing him after that game and how just upset he was and being 0-5 in NFC Championship games. Like I really felt like I was sick for him. I'm not even gonna lie. But I mean, the Seahawks, they came to play, and I mean, they've been this team all season. Like they have just enough on offense, and they got an exceptional defense. And if you look back, that kind of was how they won the championship in the first place. Now, granted, that was a prime Russell Wilson, so their offense was a little bit more high powered, but still, like they won and hung their hat on that defense, and they have that again. They have a Legion of Boom type of defense. So. Was a surprise that they got the win. I didn't, even though the Rams beat the Bears, I did want the Rams to win just because I do like Matthew Stafford and again Devontae Adams, but I was not surprised that the Seahawks pulled it off. Let's just go ahead and go. We're gonna just jump straight into the second game, the AFC, because that game wasn't really. It was a snooze fest. It was really too much to go fast. So the Broncos versus the Patriots. The Patriots won 10-7. Yes, I said that correctly. Yes, that was the actual score. No, this was not Pee Wee League or a JFL. If y'all have JFL, where y'all from? No, this was an actual professional NFL football score. 10 points to 7 points. And the Patriots come on top. And I just would like to point out that Jay and I did say that we wanted the Patriots to win because we love Cardi B. So shout out to Cardi B. That's all I really care about. I don't too much care about the Patriots being in the Super Bowl. Quite frankly, y'all got enough. Y'all got 8 of them. Y'all don't need no more, or 7 of them. Y'all don't need no more. I care about Cardi B being at the Super Bowl, cheering on her man. But what did you think about the game, Jay?
Yeah. I mean, right. The writing was on the wall. Like Jarrett Stidham, who's thrown no passes this year, who's only had 4 career starts. Now they did get off to a 7-0 lead though, then Sean Payton made the call. They could have kicked the field goal, went up 10-0, but he went for it on 4th down. Again, this the playoffs. This the AFC Championship. Take the points. Just take the points. So who knows, right? Second half, it's a snow blizzard, whatever. So we knew it wasn't, you know what I mean? It was just like, okay. But Drake May, hey, rushing touchdown, give the only touch. I mean, the second touchdown in the game, right? You kicked the field goal. I think that game had 3 missed field goals between them and the Breakers and the Broncos.
Like what?
Yeah, it was a very, very boring game. Patriots pulled it out. Like, all right, cool. But yeah, hey, Cardi, I saw you on the field cheering. When they interview her, she's like, what did she say? Determination or great, or I forget what word she kept saying, but she was like, dang, I can't even do the word. But she was just like, oh, he did this and he did because Diggs coming back from the ACL, right? Like, so
yes.
He's coming back and like. I mean, you could say whatever you want when he was with the Bills, and you see them yelling at Josh Allen on the sideline, but he said, hey, Drake made Josh Allen 2.0, and we going to the chip, baby.
We going to the bowl. We going to the bowl.
Right.
It's like they really tried to, and I'm not saying that Stephon Diggs is perfect. I don't know him personally, obviously, but they definitely try to make him the scapegoat in that situation with the Bills, and it was him. It was the locker room cancer, and the chemistry wasn't this and wasn't that, but like as you can see with the Patriots, he's leading not only as far as his position, but as far as like galvanizing the troops. Like you see him in the huddle, getting everybody hyped up. You see him on the sideline, getting everybody hyped up, high-fiving everybody, giving encouragement. Like, a lot of what he has been able to do for that Patriots team doesn't show up on the stat sheet, but it shows in how they play. It shows in the unity. It shows in how they love on each other, how they care for each other, how they ride for each other. Like that stuff shows up, and you need that kind of pedigree to make it to a championship game. Like I said, we all know the Patriots have had an easy schedule, but at the end of the day, still, they had to play professional football teams to get to the point that they got to, and now they're in the Super Bowl. Period, point blank, whether you like it or not, it is what it is. They are in the Super Bowl, but I do think the Patriots could have put on more points considering the fact, but Denver also has a tough defense, which is like I explained before. They're not an easy out, and they had to play in that altitude, the weather, et cetera, et cetera. So I'm interested to see how they fare against the Seahawks, being that they're going to be in Cali, not too far from me, but it won't be inclement weather. The grounds that they're going to play on are going to be a little bit more fair, but still, like, Drake May cannot have a game like he had against Denver against the Seahawks. So that's going to be it's going to be a short game. We're going to be uninterested by halftime. Like, it's over. It's going to get bad real early. So I really hope that is not the case. But yeah, I mean, like I said, I wasn't surprised that the Patriots won. I do believe I picked them to win. But Cardi going to the Super Bowl, man. We getting Cardi at the Super Bowl either way it goes. Like, she's gonna pop out with Bad Bunny. They ain't announced it yet, but I feel it in my bones that she's gonna pop out and do something of the sort. And if not, we just have Cardi B at the Super Bowl giving her commentary. And who doesn't love Cardi B? Like, come on, be serious. But another topic that we wanted to get into is Bill Belichick. Speaking of the Patriots, Bill Belichick got snubbed for the Hall of Fame. Listen, I have long been a Patriots fan. I'm a Peyton Manning fan to my core. So if you know, you know. I have not been able to stand the Patriots from inception. However, the fact that Bill Belichick got snubbed is absolutely asinine. I don't give a damn that his girlfriend might be 16. He should be in the Hall of Fame, like first ballot. What are we questioning? Like, I truly want to know the people who are part of the committee. I really want to know, like, what their qualification or what their reasoning for leaving him off, because I can't find one. Jay, please help me out. I am confused.
So
I don't know.
I would say we almost girlfriend. She at least 18. We know that, but that's a whole other story. Now,
the girl is young.
She young. She a baby. That should be like his granddaughter. Yes, we know. We know. Yeah, but besides that, she's of age. She's legal. She at least 18. Okay, I heard a couple different takes. Then it made me start thinking. So one was, hey, he's still coaching. So right now he's
okay.
He's still coaching.
He's at UNC. Yeah.
Right, UNC. So maybe they're like, oh, he's once he's retired, then we'll put him on that. So that's one thing. I heard three things. Number two was like, hey, you can only pick, I think, 3 people. And so they were like, hey, we know Bill Belichick is a lock. So, like, if I don't pick him, we know everybody else. Like, there's no way he's not going to get it. So maybe they're like, oh, because the other people going to do it. Okay, that's 2. And then number 3, let's talk about all the cheating scandals. Deflate Gate. I mean, I really think he got there. When he started, they said there was things, him taping the sidelines of the Bengals or whatever, all this. I can't even remember all the things. So I'm like, now, if this is more of, we are going to slap your hand and say, no, you were a cheater. So the first year that you're actually eligible for it, we just not going to put you in, but you're going to get in next year. Petty, but okay. I mean, none of your Super Bowls got taken away. Nothing really happened. I mean, you guys paid fines, whatever, you know what I mean? But like nothing crazy happened, right? So I guess if this is or are y'all like, no, you know what? He cheated all the way. And so we ain't never gonna give it to you. Now that, I mean, only time will tell. So is it just we gonna slap you on the wrist and not give it to you when the first year you're eligible, but we'll see you next year? Or is it like, you are not completely above this cheating scandal. We have not forgotten, and therefore you don't get this. You don't go into the Hall of Fame. You just don't do it. Now, if you can't, whenever Tom Brady is ready, it's his year or whatever. We already know, right? First ballot Hall of Fame, whatever. And you heard Tom Brady comment on it and say, what? If Bill Belichick's not, you know what I mean? One of the greatest coaches of all time. When the news first came out, me personally, like I gave you those 3 scenarios that I heard, I was like, right, he definitely deserves to be in. Like, you know what I mean? It was like a question. But then when we got to the cheating part, like out of all 3 of those scenarios, I was like, okay, now y'all, that's the one that makes sense. That's the one that's like, y'all like, either y'all playing with him like, bet we're not gonna let you in on the first try. Maybe we don't even let you in on your second try. Third time's a charm. We'll finally let you in. So maybe, is that your kind of petty sensei? Do you like it?
I don't, because I know for a fact that when it comes to Tom Brady, that this discussion is not going to come up. Like, people call Tom Brady the GOAT undoubtedly. Like, there's no questioning, there's no cheating that gets brought up as it pertains to him. When people talk about Tom Brady, they talk about one of the greatest of all time.
Yeah.
So if we're gonna do that, like, it needs to be equal between the two of them, and I just don't feel like it will be. I don't feel like Bill needs to fall on the sword for the cheating allegations, because if that's the case, the closest relationship on a football team, I feel like, is a head coach and a quarterback. Like, beyond anything outside of like the offensive coordinator, defensive coordinator, it's the head coach and the quarterback, because that is the 2 main talking heads that you need to be on the same page in order for a team to be successful. And I just know that for a fact that when it's Tom Brady's time, there's not going to be a second guess. Nobody's going to question. There's not going to be people are going to bring up allegations, but that's going to be hearsay. Somebody is going to walk him into the Hall of Fame if they got to do it themselves. I just don't feel like Bill should have to take accountability for that, or should have to be the person to take the fall for that. Like, if that's the case, then we need to look at the Patriots as an entire organization, because he didn't cheat by himself.
Yeah.
Bill wasn't out there himself filming signal calls or signal plays. He wasn't out there personally, poking balls so that they would deflate. Like, we need to look at everybody. You know what I'm saying?
The whole team, the
whole organization, from Robert Kraft on down. Like, everybody feet need to be held to the fire. So I just, again, like I said, I don't see a reason as to why Bill Belichick should be left off of the Hall of Fame, other than it might be some hating going on. Like, that to me would probably be the only like reasonable excuse that would make sense. But other than that, like, what exactly qualification doesn't he meet? Like, winning, like, playoff, like everything, Super Bowls, all that. Like, he checks off every single box. So to leave him off again, like I said, to me, it's some hating or some back, or just, I don't know, like, maybe like you said, it could be a situation where they want to spank him on the head and say, hey, we didn't get you then, but we're gonna get you now. It could be one of those situations. But still, like I said, I really don't understand it. It doesn't make a whole lot of sense. But outside of that, I want to get on to a topic that I know you are going to be interested in. Your Chiefs have made Eric Bieniemy the new offensive coordinator. How are you feeling about that? Are the Chiefs back in business? Is it Red Kingdom? What are we doing? Jay and Nicole, let the people know.
Yes. As a diehard Chiefs fan, and shout out to my boys Greg and Cam for our show.
Shout out Greg and Cam.
Yeah, we talked about it on Saturday, and Cam wasn't with the shits. He was like, "Nah, man,
no,
he wasn't with it." Look, here's where I'm at with it. So,
okay,
we have clean. I don't think anybody was ever really paying attention to our coaching tree, because it was horrible. We had a wide receivers coach who had only been a wide receivers coach 1 year in high school. We had a running back coach who had been a wide receiver in like, it was like our coaching tree.
Yeah, that doesn't make sense. It didn't make a lot of sense.
Yeah. First of all, let me say we have cleaned house. People's jobs rolling. So what I think, and our wide receivers coach now is Chad O'Shea, who has 20 years of coaching experience. He had those 10 years with the Patriots from like, I think 09 to 2019, right? And so I'm like, okay, that, you know what I'm saying? We making some moves. Now, to come back with Bieniemy, the thing that I think is good about it is that he's a hard-nosed coach, and he's going to hold them accountable. He's going to get in their face. He's going to talk to them crazy, as you should. Y'all making millions of dollars to play a game that you love. There was no accountability. You saw Matt Nagy like, okay, guys, good job.
Pats on the back,
right. Where EB don't play that. He gonna get on you on the field, in the locker room, whatever. So that accountability, the bad cop to Andy Reid's nice cop, that's gonna match up. And at the end of the day, it just says Andy would rather take a shot with somebody he knows, who he's comfortable with, who he is part of his coaching tree. Right now, people are like, "Oh, is the offense really gonna do anything or not?" Now. He left, right? Bieniemy left. He went to the Commanders, OC there, left, went to, was it UCLA? He went to UCLA. He was offensive coach, offensive coordinator there. Then went to the Bears under Ben Johnson, okay? Running backs coach.
Big Ben.
Okay, running was on point, baby. Let me talk about Kyle Monengai, 7th round pick. Okay, had him looking like now. Bieniemy was still there when they got Pacheco, and he was a 7th round pick. So what I think he's going to be able to do to help open up the running game, you know what I mean? Like, he learned some stuff. Like, I think it's good that he went away, went to 3 different places, right? Seeing different things, different experience. I mean, from him to be just leaving the Chicago Bears and seeing what they did on offense, like, I think that's great. And I think, although everybody knows Andy calls the plays, right? Everybody knows that, right? And so that's a big thing too, because it was like no big name was going to come to us if they can't run the show. If they're not the ones calling the plays. Andy is calling the plays. But this is the thing. EB is going to push back. You know what I'm saying? He's going to say, hey, what about this or that? You know what I mean? Where Matt Nagy was just like, okay, yeah, Andy, whatever you want. And that's what we need. We need a coach that's going to hold the players accountable, and it's also going to hold Andy accountable and push back with him. Not just going to be like, hey, bro, you a coach for 27 years. Everything you say is good. No, our offense was trash. Everybody knew what to expect. Our run game was nothing. Like, they figured us out, man. The NFL's only catching up. Teams are only getting better. So with the addition of all the new coaches we've added, yes, Eric Bieniemy as the OC, I am happy with.
Am I tripping, or was he not with the Chiefs before at some point?
So he came back, right? So he was offensive coordinator for the first 2 Super Bowls. And there had been so much because it was like, how come EB can't get a head coaching job, right?
Yeah.
And he still's the one that calls the plays. So when he wasn't even getting chances, or like, oh, they don't like his coaching style, because remember, he's hard nosed. He's, you know what I mean? He was a running back in the NFL. But I like that. I'm like, you got to be tough on these. Don't pamper him or baby him. Like, be hard on him. Again, you get paid millions of dollars to play the game that you love. So that's why after the second Super Bowl, he went to the Commanders, because now he could be the real OC, right? But let's be honest, that's before Jaden got there. You had, I can't even think, what's the coach? It's the Hispanic coach. Oh my gosh, I can see his face, but I can't think of his name. He was the coach for the Panthers with Cam Newton. Oh my God.
I know who you're talking about. Ron Rivera? Was it Ron Rivera?
Yes, Ron Rivera. So he was the head coach, and then EB was the OC, right? They had a horrible season. Okay, everybody gets fired. Then he goes to college, right? So he goes to UCLA, does that for 1 year, says, let's come back to the NFL, goes to the Bears with Ben Johnson, running back coach. And so, yeah, it's like good to have him back. Hey, we even heard Travis go, oh, it'll be good to see him back in the building. So people are already speculating, does that mean Travis?
Come on, hey, big Trav, Killer Trav coming back.
Right, so people are excited. And, here's the thing. Patrick had to sign off on this. You know he did. So
1,000%.
Yeah, 1,000%. So if the team's happy, they're like, hey, he went, he learned some stuff.
And I mean, he won them 2 Super Bowls. So I mean, you can't go. I mean, I feel like nobody knows that Chiefs offense like he does. I mean, I feel like he's a part of the curation of that Chiefs offense, and plus, you know what I'm saying, I'm sure Patrick Mahomes, once he heard they had the opportunity, was like, yes, like, let's go get him, because again, like, quarterback, head coach, offensive coordinator, like, those are, you know what I'm saying, they're all pretty much stymied in together. So I know Patrick Mahomes is juiced, and I mean, he's ready to give it. I know the Chiefs Nation, Red Kingdom, I know y'all ready to get back to what y'all are used to. Y'all are not used to trenches. Y'all don't do the trenches very well. Y'all ain't been in the trenches for a good while. Just that light-skinned man carrying to save the day. You know what I'm saying? And your white chocolate, who's not so chocolate no more, but that's okay.
Yeah, he's fine.
He's yeah. But like I said, I know you guys are elated to have him back, and I think that's going to be a great move for you guys. If y'all get some receivers, that everybody can pack it up for the next 2 to 3 years, because that's really all y'all need for real. Is some reliable receivers that can catch the ball. Our receivers, but the catching the ball part is kind of weird.
We need a wide receiver one. Patrick needs a running back that he's never had a 1,000-yard rusher. Like we gotta. He's 30 now, y'all. Get him some help. I know he made.
He needs a rusher, a couple more vets on that O line to give him the time to do the things that Patrick Mahomes can do, which when he freestyles and flicks the ball and does all the. He needs an O line for him to be able to do the things that we are accustomed to see him doing. So. They get that right. They get some reliable receivers. They get a solid running back. King is back. King is back.
Yeah.
So moving on from them, we got Mike McCartney is the new Steelers head coach. Hey. I'm all about equality when it comes to quarterbacks and coaches and things of that nature. However, in this particular case, I do feel like the quarterback that he had that was otherworldly, that was transcendent, that Aaron Rodgers, I do think that he had a lot to do with said head coach's success. That's just me personally. Like, this is not a Tom Brady Bill Belichick situation where you could say it's 50-50 or even a 60-40. I think it was more 70-30. That's just me. I could be wrong. But what do you think, Jen?
Yeah, so this was an interesting one. I don't think anybody thought this because think about it. The Steelers have only had 4 coaches in the last 50 years. You know what I mean? They keep their coaches for 19 years. Yeah. They keep their coaches for a while. So I thought they would go with somebody younger so they could, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Now, if they brought, it's like, oh, we're going to place Black Mike with White Mike, but if they brought him there because they're like, oh, maybe we can get Aaron to stay for another year, right? Because
with his guy,
Aaron come back, maybe we can have a run into Super Bowl. That's what I'm really thinking. Now, we did see Mike McCarthy with the Cowboys have great regular seasons, right? They were 12 wins 1 year. Dak was in the MVP conversation. So maybe they're like, he's had really good regular seasons. He had great regular seasons, with Aaron Rodgers too. They just couldn't, couldn't get to another Super Bowl. So I'm like, I don't really understand where the thinking was. Again, I thought they would go with a younger guy, more energy. So it's like, okay, he been out for a year because Cowboys fired him. You're going to bring him back to just maybe continue because, again, Tomlin had no losing season. So maybe like, hey, we bring Mike, we're going to have not a losing season. If that's good enough for y'all, like we don't got to make it to the Super Bowl. Aaron Rodgers is 42 years old. Like wrap it up. Like he ain't gonna get you're not going to a Super Bowl with Aaron Rodgers. You're just not. You could be a playoff team. You could get to the playoffs. Probably won't win the game.
Yeah. If that's the case, he should have just. Mike Tomlin should have just stayed because he was getting into the playoffs. Every year that he was there, he was at least in contention to the playoffs every single year. So if that is now the goal, you can convince throw the man. Y'all should have threw the kitchen sink at that man for him to stay if that was the case. But I feel like the Steelers are such a storied franchise, and they have a high expectancy of excellence and where they're supposed to be and where they see their team should be. And I just don't think Mike McCartney takes you over the edge and gives you that oomph. Because like you said, like he had Aaron Rodgers for all those years. They went to 1 Super Bowl. And they won. Granted, they won. But that was it. They was losing in NFC Championship Games ever since that. Or losing in the second round or not making the playoffs or losing it. It was never a consistent thing of excellence, as far as Mike McCartney, and he had a generational talent. He had Aaron freaking Rodgers, where he was balling,
everything.
MVPs, winning seasons 12-4 and 12 and 13-3. He was doing that, and they still fell short every single time. So I don't understand. Kind of like you alluded to. I'm not sure the logic behind that hire. I really don't. I don't think he's done enough to to warrant the Steelers job, because that's one of those jobs. It's like everybody can't be the head coach of the Pittsburgh Steelers, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Every other job in the NFL, I kind of feel like it's fair game, but the Pittsburgh Steelers, like, they have fans that's like, there's Pittsburgh Steelers fans out here. Like, they have fans global, all over the world. Like, that is probably one of the more storied franchises in the NFL. So not anybody can just coach that team. So I really don't. I mean, and I don't know. Like, I feel like they could have waited and went through a couple more candidates instead of just, I don't know. Like, this feels like a lazy hire to me. I don't, that's just me, but it just feels very much like a lazy hire. Like, they just wanted to put somebody in the driver's seat to say that they had a coach, and it's like, you didn't try to go and get somebody else.
Yeah. No.
So I don't know.
It's coming.
Yeah. So we'll see. So while we're still on the subject, do you think that Aaron Rodgers retires? Does he come back for another year? What do you think?
I think he definitely should. I think, hey, you went off on a higher note. The Jets experiment went horribly. So now you go to the Steelers. Okay, great coach with Mike Tomlin. Hey, you guys at least get to the playoffs. Okay, you didn't win in it. But yeah, I'm like, call it a bro. You don't got nothing else to prove, man. You're good. You've done your thing. You're not about to pull a Tom Brady and go to a Super Bowl with another team. Like, you're just not. Like, so, but I think the whole reason by them getting Mike McCarthy, this is like, hey, maybe we can get Aaron to come back here. You know what I mean? Because they're like, they don't have a quarterback. Otherwise, who you gonna get? This NFL draft ain't loaded with a ton of quarterbacks. The only quarterback, it's really not. So it's like, if we just get Aaron to come back one more year, at least we know what we get. He's a vet, blah, 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 blah. We can still be relevant. You know what I mean? So yeah, I think he should hang. I think it's time, bro. You don't got nothing else to prove. Hall of Fame quarterback. Go be with your new wife, even though it's all secretive and we don't get to know who she is, or we don't even know whatever after all your failed relationships. Shots fired. Sorry, Aaron, you catch a stray. But hey, I'm happy for you, bro. Probably so that, I don't know, but yeah, it's time, man. It's time.
Yeah. All right, and for our last and final topic, some NBA news for you, because we had to do it, and my good sis has the hat on to represent it. So let's get into it. We gotta represent. So if the Cavs would welcome LeBron back, should he retire a Cleveland Cavalier?
First, let me say, did you see him watching the video? The oh my!
Yes, and he started crying, and I said, "My king, my glorious king, let me give you a hug. I'm so sorry."
Yeah,
it was emotional. They started from when he was a little baby. Now he's a grown man. It's just
that was beautiful. That was truly beautiful.
Yes, I love that. I love that.
Choked up about it. Yeah, I mean, being two people who don't live in their home, right? Us both in Chicago, and now we're in different states. You in California, me in Texas. But like, there ain't no place like home, right? And I think if you want to try to give the Cavaliers one last chance at a chip, right? Give them another one, because you got Spider, you got Donovan Mitchell, baby, and let's be real. The Eastern Conference is wide open. Western Conference is where you battling everybody on your level, but Eastern Conference is still wide open. Y'all could get there if they add a LeBron. I mean, what's he doing right now? 22, 7, and 9 or something is his numbers. At 40, at 41, let me say. I don't say it's too loud, but me and Brian, we the same age. But I'm like, look, this man ain't lost the stat. I mean, if you playing at this high of a level, and you're like, you know what? Let me just go ahead and go back home, and let's see if we can bring another chip and I can close this out. That would be absolutely amazing. The owners are there. He said they're like, we would happily welcome him back. And I don't think at this point, because the Cavaliers have been really good. Again, Spider, you great. I see you in Coco. Shout out to y'all.
Shout out Coco Jones.
Coco, like y'all are great. And you saw them. They had such a great record last year. I think they were number 1, and they still couldn't get it done in the playoffs. You know what I mean? I think they lose in the first round, maybe second round, but it's like you just need something to push you over that edge. And I think, like, okay, Spider, we let it be your team, and I know it's a new era and this and that, but like if we just bring LeBron in next season or the next 2 seasons or whatever, like have a chance to really go to the chip and get it there and win another one for the city of Cleveland. So I'm all with it. What do you think, Sensei?
I'm with it too because, like you said, there's no place like home. Like I live in California, but still, like I reminisce on Chicago food. I reminisce on Chicago memories, my friends, places I grew up, et cetera, et cetera. So,
Yeah.
like, I completely understand that, and plus, like, why not go out where you started, hometown? Like, you've seen the love that they still give you. Y'all gone through every stage of a relationship where it was really good. You rode the highs of the highs. Then it was really low. You rode the lows of the lows. They hated you. You hated them. You came back. They embraced you with open arms. You won it. Cleveland's only professional championship. Like, let that sink in. Like, they got football team, hockey team, baseball team. Ain't nobody won Nathaniel. But LeBron James won it, and he also won it in such a blue collar Midwest way. Like, he didn't win it on no last second shot. He didn't win it on a walk in the park. It wasn't a cakewalk at all. He came from 3-1 down. They had to go to Golden State to Oakland in the Oracle to win a game, to give it back to Cleveland, then to come back to the Oracle to win a game 7. And he won that championship. Say what you want about who got suspended. I don't give a good love to you know what. The fact of the matter is, he got it done. And he won it. He also led in every statistical category for both teams. Like, let that sink in for a second. So, yes, if there's anybody that deserves to go back to their hometown team for their one last hurrah, it is LeBron Raymond James Sr. I'm sorry. It is what it is. And to that young man, because they played the Cavs the other day, I don't know what his name. Do you know what his name is? Do you know?
I saw the clip though. I know what you're talking about. LeBron didn't even know. You don't be talking. He had to go into that press conference. He had to apologize real quick because he's like, wait, maybe that didn't come off. I don't even know who it is.
I'm gonna look up the Cavs.
Look him up.
Give me a second. I was trying to find out while you was talking. But I wasn't able to because I was trying to focus on what you were saying. But I'm finna find it.
Yeah, look him up. It's like, bruh, hold on. Like, don't be talking reckless, man. You're doing too much. Like, I know you're trying to be a prisoner of the moment.
All right. I found him. Jalen Tyson is his name. Okay. He averages 13.8 points, 5.6 rebounds, 2.3 assists, and he's shooting 51.3% from the field. So let me tell you something. I had to look you up. I am an NBA savant at this point. I don't give a damn. I don't argue with anybody over the NBA. I've been watching it long enough. I am an NBA savant. If I have to look you up, keep your mouth closed. And more importantly, keep your mouth closed when it comes to my glorious king. Listen, Donovan Mitchell is a hell of a player. I like Donovan Mitchell. I like his game. I've liked his game for a very long time. I liked his game when he was with the Utah Jazz. I thought the Jazz haven't been relevant since he left. So that should tell you all you need to know as it pertains to him. He is an incredible guard. Like you said, he had the number 1 in the East last year. I think they had a few injuries. If that goes their way, they're probably in the conference finals. Maybe even playing for the NBA finals. Who freaking knows? Love his game. He is not LeBron. I'm so sorry. He's not LeBron. He's not going to be LeBron. That's just what it is. Nobody is ever going to overtake Cleveland from LeBron. LeBron is from there. Let me say that again. He is from there. He's not from there and just a person that a walk in the park. He's not from there, a bench player, a 6-man. He is one of the greatest players of all time who was born and bred there, who spent, I can't even say 18 years because it was more than that because he played for Cleveland. So I'd say 18. He left there probably about 27 when he went to the Miami Heat. So that's 27 years of living there. Like those people have seen every single stage of his life, from toddler to middle school to high school to go into the NBA. Like nobody's ever going to overtake, even when they hated LeBron at the peak of their LeBron hate. Nobody's ever going to overtake that. They hated him so much because they loved him so much, and they did not want him to leave because that was the only marquee thing that they had. He raised businesses when he was playing for the Cavaliers. He brought revenue to the Cavaliers. He made them $1 billion franchise. You, sir, are lucky to be on the team.
let's just call it what it is. You're not Donovan Mitchell, and let's just say for shits and giggles, if LeBron called today and said, "Hey, I want to come back, but I want that young man to go play in freaking Dubai," guess where you going? Guess where you're going? A 42-year-old LeBron James will get you sent there today. So you watch your mouth when it comes to LeBron James. Like, you can have it, and I saw his press conference afterwards where he apologized. I did see it, but he said, "I was just trying to get down on his flowers." Cool. You could have gave him his flowers without that. You didn't need to do that.
Yeah.
Because even you can see him down in Mitchell's face. He was uncomfortable. He was like, "Wait, whoa. Slow down." Like,
you're doing too much.
You're doing too much. Unless you can bring 2 MVPs and you can win a championship, mouth closed. I don't hear nothing. I don't hear a single thing. You have to win first. You have to accomplish what LeBron has accomplished to hand the keys over to somebody else. That's just what it is. Like, hey, call it glazing, call it what you want. That is the facts. That is the fact. That's like somebody coming into the Chicago Bulls and trying to be like, "Oh, this ain't Derrick Rose City no more. This is my city." Excuse me?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Excuse me? No. No. D Rose didn't even win a championship for Chicago, and his number is in the Raptors. Deservedly so, by the way. But his number is in the Raptors. Like, because it's just certain things when you have a certain connection with a city and you're from there, it's different. It's different.
Yeah.
We're at that shot. Hey, you know where I'm going. I'm going Bron all day, 2 times on Sunday. Okay.
I know you 10 toes down, LeBron. I know you are.
But I'm not mad at anybody that says MJ though. I'm not mad at it.
Yeah. Look, because the problem with me, or the thing that I don't like, I don't think you can compare Michael and Jordan, because 2 different players, 2 different eras. That's why I don't even like the comparison.
That's true.
I'm like, can more be like Kobe or MJ. You know what I mean? You can be like LeBron or Magic. You know what I mean? Like, it's just, to me, I'm like, they don't even go. It's not even the same. It's, you know what I mean? It's not the same on same. It's like, oh, you're gonna be like, oh, this player, I'm like, there's different eras. We go back. I mean, it's like, oh, is it because of more championships? And we can look out. Oh my gosh, what's his name? Bill
Russell.
Bill Russell. We can look at. I mean, it's like, is it just the championships? Does anybody talk about Michael Jordan never beat Larry Bird in a playoffs?
That'd be my thing.
There's too many levels to this. Oh, y'all just forgot. You only remember when he won the championships and he's 6-0 in all the championships. You remember the times he didn't even get there. You remember the times he got stopped. Like, it's too broad of a thing.
See what I'm saying?
Too broad of a thing.
He retired in the middle of his prime and came back.
Yeah.
Brown ain't retired. There's no break. No, I'm talking about the first retirement.
Oh, okay.
He was play baseball.
Yeah.
Brown has been all gas, no breaks. And people love to bring up, well, Jordan got 6 rings. Wonderful. Bill Russell has 11. Robert Horry has 9. Yeah. Are we taking Robert Horry over Michael? No, he has not 9. He has 7. Sorry, but are we taking Robert Horry over Michael Jordan? No. Nobody in their right mind would do that, because it's not about, like, a championship is a team accomplishment. Yeah. Unless you're in tennis, unless you're in golf, like swimming, then yes. If you won 6 championships in those individual sports, you got me. I can't argue that. But Jordan wasn't himself scoring it doesn't go like that.
Hey, and I was a Pippen girl. I'm not gonna claim him now, but during that time I was a Pippen girl. He didn't win no championships without Scotty. He ain't win anything.
Not a man won. That'd be the thing. Like, people be trying to, like I said, that people be trying to bring up the rings and they're 6-0. Him and Scotty are 6-0 in the finals. Like, he had a Steve Kerr. Like, Kobe had a Robert Horry, he had a Derek Fisher, they had they weren't the sole guys as far as that's the reason why they won championships. Like, those other guys had to hit big shots, had to make plays, had to defend, had to Bron has had to be everything on every single team he's ever played for, even with playing with Hall of Famers. Like, when he went to Miami, and D-Wade's knees was made of tissue paper at that point.
And let's talk about it. If he left Miami, they didn't even make the playoffs.
They've never been the same team since then. They've gone to one finals and they got swept. What are we talking about here? When LeBron left Cleveland, they were a lottery team. And they got to the first round with Kyrie Irving and lost. When LeBron got there, they went to the finals. Like, what are we talking about here? Like, I can go all day. All I'm saying is, young man, you watch your mouth. Don't you speak of my king in that manner. And that's why he had to apologize.
Mm-hmm.
That's why he had to apologize, because he knew. You don't do that.
Don't do that.
You don't do that.
Don't do it.
Like, you don't do, like, come on, bro. Like, you could have made your point about Donovan being a great player. Y'all got a great team winning against a great Lakers team and kept it at that. But you want to, this is Donovan's step. What? Huh? Are we sure? Are we positive? Does Donovan have Jay-Z sitting at courtside of his games? No. Hell wrong with you. But anyway, off of that subject, let's go into our Super Bowl predictions. Who do we think is going to win and why? And yeah, like, we got Seahawks Patriots. What we doing? What's going on?
I mean, look, again, I am disgusted with the people the teams that are in this. I did not like this at all. But I'm still gonna watch it. And let me shout out Bad Bunny, because I am looking forward to the halftime show. I'm going to see Hawks all the way. I don't think Drake May has enough firepower. Sam Darnold they beat the and I know it was the practice squad with Purdy and everything, but they beat them 41-6. Like, he ain't making no shots. Them throws right on the money. Like, he passing, he throwing dimes. Like, he ain't even. So I just don't. Drake May in the playoffs, he was okay. You know what I mean? Y'all didn't have to, like, win. You know, win is a win is a win is a win. But, like, I just think Sam Darnold gonna be lights out. He dropping dimes, and I really think. I mean, you want it to be a close game, so it's competitive and whatever. But I just think the Seahawks are gonna run away with it. So that's I don't think Drake May just doesn't have enough firepower. You know what I mean? So Seahawks, take it. Yeah, but I ain't gonna be mad if the Patriots win, because, like I said, I really ain't got a lot of
Cardi B.
The Patriots win, I'll be like, Cardi, what up, girl? I'll be cheering on Cardi if they win like that.
Yeah, I wouldn't be mad if the Patriots would win. If they do win, I do, however, agree with you. I do think the Seahawks have probably the more complete team with the defense. That's going to be the biggest thing, because, like, Drake May is going to have to be Tom Brady in order for them to beat that Seahawks defense. If he's not Tom Brady, if he's, like I said, if he plays like he played against the Broncos, it's going to be curtains by halftime. Like, I truly believe that, because Sam Darnold can put up points. He can score. That team can score the football. And I mean, he not only beat, the Niners, but he also beat a high-powered Rams offense. Yeah. That was a close game. Like, that was a shoot. It was a shootout, pretty much. Mm-hmm. It was a shootout. I don't know if Drake May has shootout in him, because I haven't seen it. I've seen close games where they pull it out, and he does just enough. This is the Super Bowl. This is the Seattle Seahawks team. Just enough ain't gonna cut it. Like, he's gonna have to be exceptional. He's gonna have to be like I said, he gotta be a reincarnation of Tom Brady. Like, I don't know if he talked to him, he might want to reach out, because that's what it's gonna take. But again, I'm not mad if the Patriots win. I kind of want them to win just because I like Cardi so much.
Yeah.
But
we're cheering for Cardi.
If I'm really cheering for Cardi. It's not about the Patriots.
Her man on the Patriots. She's cheering for the Patriots. I'm cheering for her.
It's not about the Patriots. It's about Cardi B. I just love Cardi B. Like, can you imagine if they win the Super Bowl, how obnoxious she's gonna be? And I'm gonna love it, because I just love the fact that she is so true to herself. Like, she is herself through and through, 100%, 20 times out of 10. You don't have to second guess. You don't have to question. Cardi B is coming with the same energy every single time, and I love people that can walk and live in their truth in that way. So I am rooting for Cardi B. However, I do think the logical answer and who's going to win this is going to be the Seahawks. But do we think Cardi B is going to come out for halftime?
That would be awesome. They do a little.
I like it like that.
Well, come on, throw it in. That would be amazing. That would be absolutely amazing.
Sister, ahead, come on, Cardi. You about to be on tour anyway, sister. You might as well, you know what I'm saying? Give us a little preview. By the way, she's coming to the Golden One Center where I work February 26th. I will be working that concert, so I will let you guys know how the concert is.
Nice.
Because I will be seeing you for free.
There you go. Hey, let me make. I need to be down there on the floor to make sure the.
She might. What if she needs an extra backup?
Exactly. She might need, like, since they got her, like.
I got you. Sis. You need me to hold the light, the camera.
What you need? I got you.
The smoke machine. I can do all that. Sis. I can do all that.
I love it.
I was gonna go as a fan, but she was. Hey, Cardi, I'm not paying $280 to see you, sister. Love you down.
Them tickets.
Nah, baby. So sorry. But that's gonna wrap up another episode of the Sports Senseis. So glad for you guys. Happy for you guys to join in. If you are able to catch this live, we will be reposting it, so you'll be able to see it at your earliest convenience or whenever you're able to stop and check it out. Before we get off again, Jen Nicole, let people know where they can find you.
Yes. You can find me on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok at Janae Nicole. You can also I'm like, dude, X is gone. But you can also follow me on another show, Red Kingdom, with my boys Cam and Greg. So you can follow us at
Shout out Cam and Greg, my brothers.
Yeah, we got our own Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and we just started our own YouTube channel. So yes, Red Kingdom Podcast. Check it in. We're gonna keep it going while the off season. We're gonna talk about highlights of what news that's going on with the Chiefs, but also get into any.
Hey, tell them have me on there. Greg is my boy. Tell them I can put slide on y'all
on the show. We gotta get Sensei on the show.
Yes,
for sure. But yeah, guys, follow us everywhere.
Yep, Sports Senseis on Facebook. You can catch me on Instagram, Sensei_33. I know Jay typically posts a lot of like clips from the show, so make sure you follow us both on Instagram so you can see those clips. As well as I be on Twitter, but not really, so I'm not gonna really tell y'all to follow me there. But Sensei_33 on TikTok as well. I'm gonna start posting some videos once I get my hair braided. But I'm gonna start posting some videos on there, so make sure y'all be on the lookout for that. We're gonna have another show for y'all either Monday or Thursday, one of the two, because those are the days that we can kind of all make our schedules work. And hopefully it'll be all three of us next time. But if not, you know what I'm saying, me and Jay will hold y'all down. But other than that, we are out this thing. Y'all have a great rest of y'all night. And thank y'all for tuning in to another episode of Sports Senseis, man. We out.